Hello everyone, I'm Brad Dunn, Rumpke's Recycling Operations Manager here in Cincinnati. This is about the 7th or 8th largest operation of its kind in North America, and my job is to make sure that the tons that we get into process get processed correctly. We produce good quality material, we protect all of our people, we protect our building, we protect everything that we have here, and do the best job we can to recover as much material from the recycling stream as possible. I first realized that a career was available in this when I applied for Rumpke 25 years ago. I had moved to Indianapolis from Cincinnati, and I saw an ad in the paper. It said Rumpke. I'm like, hey, I know them. I'll go see what they got going on. And I got into the plant, and I just immediately fell in love with it. The machinery, the equipment, the people, the environment. It was just something that drew me to it. Plus, I was born on Earth Day, so it's kind of my destiny, right? So it was something that just clung to me. We've always been environmentalists at our house. Always have recycled and done it the right way. And it just gives me a really good feeling every day to do that. I would define recycling as taking something that you used, no longer has a useful purpose, and then you find a new purpose for it. It could be as simple as taking a water bottle and reusing it, or it could be as simple as sending that water bottle to a facility like this where it can get processed and then made into a new good or product. Probably the biggest challenge is making sure the material that we get comes in a processable manner, right? It needs to be clean, it needs to be free of a bunch of moisture, a bunch of garbage, a bunch of junk, basically. And those are very frustrating issues for us because we see it a lot. And that's probably the biggest challenge we have. Secondarily, I would say getting the material out of the stream by use of technology and by use of people is a very big challenge for us. The markets continue to change. The material continues to change. I can tell you that 15 years ago, there was so much more paper in the stream that a system would be designed differently than it is now. And we kind of got caught up in that lately. Since we built this system 8 years ago, fiber has still continued to drop, and we still have to make changes to our system in order to keep up with the flow that's coming in. The most rewarding part of my job is when I pull in here every single day and I see that big pile of recycling on the tipping floor, and I know that I can walk back to the warehouse at the end of the day and see that it was all processed, it was all baled up, and we did something very positive for our environment. And servicing the 1 million customers or so that we service is just a huge honor for us. It really is to have this type of facility and to do that type of work. I help to make recycling a reality for our customers by operating probably the most efficient operation in the nation, okay? And our goal here is to be efficient, be quick, and to have extremely great run times. This plant runs about almost 96% of the time, which is unheard of for this type of industry. Typically your run times are in the high 80s, low 90s. And what we accomplish by that is it helps to keep our costs low, okay? Therefore, we don't have to go crazy charging crazy rates for everything to be recycled. And that's a real goal for us, and it's something that we're very into, is getting the material processed efficiently, quickly, and at the lowest cost possible. Some quick facts about the MRF. This new facility's been here for 8 years, okay? Middle of December, we will hit 1.5 million pounds recycled since the new facility's been built. That's 3 billion pounds. That's a lot, right? Another thing that we like to look at is the material that comes in the door. You know, we talk about cardboard, we talk about paper. We've seen cardboard increase, and I'll tell you right now, 60% of our cardboard comes from residential recycling. It used to be about 40% or 30%. And there's been a flip on the consumer side. So when you get your Amazon packages or eBay or whatever it is, make sure you recycle that. We have around 120 or so employees at the site dedicated to recycling, the recycling plant. We have about that same amount for our hauling side. So, you know, we're employing 240, 250 people here every day. Again, we will see 600 to 800 tons a day coming in from our Dayton area, from Ironton, from also other surrounding areas as well. And that's a pretty big accomplishment, and which makes us about the 7th largest in North America, which is something we're really proud of. We are continuing to invest in the business. We put $2 million worth of robots in just recently, which has been huge. We're pulling more material out of the waste stream that was missed by the system prior. So that's great stuff. Yeah, there you go.